We are back, actually back, because they've earlier we were on the other stream and just disconnected itself. Just disconnected and ended. I didn't end it. I'm wondering how that happened. It's not a problem with the Wi-Fi, but just ended. Oh, so I had planned that we have a continuation of it because it basically ended and I don't understand where the problem was. Yes, so welcome back. Welcome back to the live stream. Welcome back. Oh, too much mosquitoes. Sticks. Oh. Yes, kindly welcome. Welcome back to the stream. Let's see. Thank you for the like. Oh, it was said it's not good to whistling at night. I don't know if those beliefs still exist, but that's one thing I know. Some of the beliefs that were there, you're not whistling at night, not looking yourself into a mirror. But I really don't know. We have Arabs. Arabs are really strict with the mirror thing. An Arab, if you go to an Arab, I'm told, and you keep checking yourself in the mirror, they'll be like, no, that's not good. At night, you should not check yourself in the mirror. What do you believe? What do you believe about that? Because there are all sort of beliefs about the mirror, looking yourself in the mirror at night. Like for example, for me, where I come from in our community, we are being told not to whistle at night. Like right now, we see it's almost in the midnight. So for you doing this, it was not loud. It was not allowed. But something funny is that I've never been told the reason behind it, why you should not do it. I really don't know what's the problem with that, with not whistling at night. There's never been a reason given why you should not. Is it the same with you in your community, maybe where you come from? What do they believe about that? Things like looking yourself into a mirror during the night is not a good thing. What are some of your beliefs that are there in your community? What are some of the beliefs that you have in your community? Beliefs that, oh, don't do this, oh, don't do that. Some of the things they even extended to, they were extending so far beyond, like it was said girls are not allowed to do this. Like, let's say eating some parts of chicken. Eating some parts of chicken. It also had some strong beliefs that some specific parts were meant for the father of the family. Yes, that these parts are only made for the man of the home, who is the father. The man of the home, this belongs to the man of the home. This one can belong, is what the kids have. This one is what the mom has. In fact, what belongs to the man of the home, it cannot be consumed by the wife or the children. It is strictly for the man. At some point, I sit down and I'm thinking like, how how did this come to how did this come to be in place? How did they just come to be in place? Like, and then all of a sudden, people are actually pulling away. They are just getting away from that kind of things. They do not have even beliefs. I'm telling you, the Gen Zs today, the young generation today, yeah, they are just different. You ask any young generation or any young person about the beliefs. In fact, they always like, those are just beliefs, and it's always like, those are just beliefs. Hey G, hey no ego. How are you, Kaka? Good see, I was on the first stream actually just disconnected and I was wondering what was going on. I didn't get to understand, so I had to start again. The first stream actually just disconnected. So that's why I'm here on the next on another stream again. Poa sana. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's good. Hey. Mm, that's good. How's everything over there? I know right now you are actually working for sure. You must be working. Yeah, I know for sure you are working. You are working right now. Uh-huh. I know for sure you are working. But how is everything? How's work? Hope you are good. Mm-hmm. Yes. It has been busy with us all week. I not too long got in and took a nap. Oh yeah. After long after long hours of working, that's so nice. You really need some good rest. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oh, we went out at 4 a.m. Okay. Oh, you went out 4 a.m. to start work. Uh-huh. Yeah, sometimes those are sometimes here in Africa we have those people that have to wake up at that time. Uh, the people who do transportation are actually don't sleep. They almost don't sleep because at night that's the time you're having easy movement on any road that you move easily. Such early hours you move easily, and it is fast to arrive at your destination compared to when it's during the day. A lot of people are awake, and yeah, there's a lot of traffic. Yeah, that's so nice. Actually, what are some of the beliefs that are found maybe in Jamaica that still exist or are still considered today? Like for example, here in Africa, and especially maybe in my community where I come from. There used to be some beliefs. You'll be told that especially when chicken is slaughtered, they used to consider that there's some parts that belongs to the man of the house, and there are these parts that just only children can consume or eat. And then even the mother cannot actually, or the wife cannot eat the part that belongs to the man according to the community. There used to be such beliefs. I really don't know if you have some of the beliefs in Jamaica that still stand today or still um, considered today. But over time, oh, you don't have such. Like, for example, for you maybe, do you have any, okay, amongst the most African communities, not all, like, not all, but there's some that for example, maybe the way, maybe if you are if you marry to a certain family, there's always some things maybe that you can't do to a mother-in-law, like, for example, shaking hands with a mother-in-law, like, it's not like, even in my community, uh, growing up, I've seen most, if you are married from a family, like, you can't shake hands with a mother-in-law. You can't shake hands with a mother-in-law until even death. Like, you can't shake. It was also considered as one of. It's also considered as maybe one of way to give respect to mother-in-law. But so, like, even if you have to say hello, you just say hello. Maybe the closest you can be to her, it's like maybe 3 meters before you. Just say hello, and then you just talk. You can't shake hands. Those things need to be abolished. Yes, but I'm seeing over time things are actually changing. Things are actually changing because where they used to say maybe chicken when slaughtered in the family, the father of the house can only have this part. These parts only belong to to the to the father, to the head of the family, who is the father. Oh, we have kiss and everything here. Oh my God, in Africa it's something else. So different, so different. Okay, we have some communities that actually shake hands. Yes, they shake hands. We have some that don't shake hands with the mother-in-laws. Yeah. Yeah, but over time things are actually changing. That's what I can say. Things are changing in a manner that there's no such anymore. Like, with the young generation, different things are picking up, and whatever the all that used to be there, it's completely changing. Oh, yeah, it's different. All of it's different. In Africa, the mother-in-law can't. It's cannot even get into your bedroom. It's prohibited for her to get in your bedroom where you sleep with your wife. Like, huh? I heard you aren't allowed to sleep at mother-in-law's home. Yeah, for real, it is something like, if you can't sleep in a mother-in-law's like house, okay? In the home you can actually sleep if like your brother-in-laws are there and they have built houses. If the brothers-in-law are there, they're building houses. Actually, if you visit that home, you are not going to be in your mother-in-law's house. You will go to your brother-in-law's house. That's where you'll be cooked food. You'll maybe something like shower, take there and sleep and sleep. You'll sleep. That one will happen if there's a brother-in-law very close where you visit your mother-in-law. So in some terms, maybe you'll not even be allowed to be in mother-in-law's house. You are not allowed to. You stay in a brother-in-law's houses if they are there, and if they are not there, then it means it's so difficult for you to visit your mother-in-law. And some and at some point, I wonder if it's anything, because if you have visited someone and like you cannot you cannot get to sit down with them, like talk in their space. Something serious. What's the sense behind all that? One, it was considered as a way of respect to the mother of your wife. And I even wonder, sometimes I look at things and ask myself, where did all this begin? Where did all this begin? Yes, mother-in-laws are treated like, you and mother-in-law, it is something. You are like, if you see, and they they used to be even more. They used to be more like, you can't be just freely like your chest open like this before your mother-in-law and your chest is out. Such things before your mother-in-law, no, 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 no. At some point, at some point, if you are found out, if it happens that your mother-in-law meets you naked or sees you naked, there was something supposed to be done. It was a way of like, it was a bad, like, that was a bad thing. Kind of, now let's do this to actually kind of saying cleansing or whatever, like to clear that was a bad luck, kind of like your mother-in-law meets you. The naked I'm talking about, it's not that one of like, maybe maybe you are going to shower and like you are tied a towel at your waist. In Africa, most things are changing a little bit and little bit. Before, you will build a homestead and you will have what? You'll have a place like a bathroom, outdoor shower, but outdoor shower place outside separately in a different place. So like, it used to be like they will put it behind, like if your house now, let's say my house faces this way, you are going to build your bathroom, outside bathroom, like behind your house. Yes, like behind your house, and that's where you'll be showering. So in the in the process, maybe one day you are used to tying your towel at your waist, you go shower and come, and in the process you are walking into the house, and all of a sudden mother-in-law is there. Just that your mother-in-law seeing your chest, it was considered something bad. That's so something bad. So some things have to be done. Like, you have seen. your mother-in-law has seen you naked, and it's something bad. No, no, fully naked. I understand. Yeah, yeah, just half, seeing you half naked, like your chest out. Oh my! In Africa, that's a big. It used to be a big, big deal. So, can mother-in-law visit and spend the night? Yes, actually, she can visit your home. She can visit your home and spend the night. But she will not sleep in the main house. In the main house, like main house that it is for you and your wife. She will not sleep there. She'll have to sleep in a different place or in a different house. Hmm? She sleeps in a different house, not in the same house that you sleep with your wife. She will sleep separately in a different place. And during this time, she has to treat herself with so much respect. Like, not even walking around anyhow. She stays at one place. If she wants to move, she has to ask, "Where is my son?" Or if she wants to talk to the son in law, she will ask, "Where is my son in law?" So, and then immediately she will be told she's okay. She has to inquire, is she relaxed, seated, or is he working? No, she'll be given the information that he's actually not working or he's seated. So I want to have a small talk with my son-in-law. Then they she will actually approach the son-in-law with the utmost respect. Uh-huh. They and then have a talk, blah blah, and it should not be long. It should be with respect. She's going to treat herself with so much respect before the son. Kali MTN, what's up? What's up, bro? Yes, you're welcome. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, bro. How is you? Yeah, I'm trying to tell Kaka here, our Shemeji, how how the African in the some, not all of them, actually some of the African communities treat mother-in-law, or how you're supposed to treat yourself before the mother-in-law, and how she should treat herself before you, and certain things that maybe could occur and they consider them like, no, this is so bad. Mother-in-law, your mother-in-law has actually seen you naked, and like, this is so bad, something has to be done. You know, and even I've been telling No Ego that at some point there are some communities until today having a handshake, just handshake with the mother-in-law, it is a no. It's not allowed. You only say hi, and the closest you can be, it is 3 meters. 3 meters apart. That's the closest you can be to your mother-in-law. Well, on this part of the world, mother-in-law walk in and take over your home. Uh, hey, they walk and take over your home. Wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. Here in Africa, no. They will say it will be said like your mother-in-law is trying to take over the home of the daughter. It will not be a good sign, and sometimes back she might even be summoned by the community or the elders to be told, what whatever you are doing, it is not good. But it's not all communities. Not all communities. Yes, some, like, they're different. Some, yes, you can actually have handshake with your mother-in-law, and some you can. There are those that you cannot completely. But over time, with the new generation, things are changing. Things are changing. Things are changing. New things are taking over, and little bit by bit, we have new things happening in the society. And but this one really, hey, eh? This one really makes me happy. I thought maybe Jamaicans have a different way, not the way the Western or the Western world is. Eh, no, you go say Scully Mambo. She has also to dress properly around the son-in-law. Yeah, she has to dress properly. A very long dress. A dress that is not at some point so tight on her body. That's, yes. The dress should be free, like not showing her body parts and such kind of things. Yes, before the son-in-law. Mm. And no ego poa sana. I'll be hugging my Kenyan mother-in-law. Yeah. You go by what you know. What you know, it's what you do. But in this case, now make sure that you're not getting the traditional mother-in-law. If she's traditional, she's going to be saying, no, my son-in-law. No ego. This is not allowed in our. It's not allowed in our culture. You don't hug me. You don't hug me. And the close, especially those traditional ones, those that don't shake hands. The closest you are to your mother-in-law, it is 3 meters. That's the closest you can be. But beyond that, no. It's considered something else. But there is a line. If you are a foreigner, they have an exception. Maro hugged his mother-in-law. Yes, Maro did it because now you see that's a different. Yeah, that's a different. But those that are still very traditional, they still want to say like, no, you can't do this. You can't do that. But slowly, things are changing. Our calves, oh boy. Shaz Live and Travel in the building. Afternoon, my beautiful people. How is everyone doing on this blessed Thursday? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Shaz Live and Travel. How have you been? It's actually on a Friday over here. We're already at midnight. I understand for you it's on a Thursday, but for us here, we're already in a Friday. No, ego says I'll hug Sha. Ay, yeah. The traditional one, if she's too traditional, it's going to be a problem. It's actually going to be a problem, and you'll have a very difficult time conducting yourself around her. Very difficult. Caliente says, Shaz Live and Travel. Happy Thursday. We are on a Friday here. Yes, we are actually on a Friday. Yeah. Hi, Sean. I'm doing good. Can I get a big hug? I won't be able to communicate much because I am driving going home, so I am listening to you guys in my car. Just a heads up, but I love you guys. Okay, drive safe, mom. Drive safe. We love you. Yes. Yeah. At some point, I was like, maybe there are some things maybe in Jamaica and the other rest of other parts maybe whereby mother-in-law still considers some things not to be done in sons-in-law's home. But I'm surprised that yeah, over there in Jamaica, mother-in-laws can actually take over take over the sons-in-law's house. And but here in Africa it's something else. You cannot do that. The moment she does that, they'll be like, hey, you hear even your mother-in-law getting in a bedroom of the son-in-law. It is something else. That's something else. It's not allowed. And it comes with a lot of beliefs behind that. You'll hear like, hey, and I think, I don't think my son seeing my, I don't think my son seeing my message. Oh, actually, I've seen that. I've seen that. I won't be. Yes, I've seen it. I hope he's the one above. I won't be able to communicate much because I'm driving. Yeah, I actually read it. I've seen it. I've seen it, Mom. So, mother-in-law taking over. Oh, la, 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 la. Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. In some of African communities, not allowed. It will be a big, they taboo, they call it taboo, like it will be something big. It's something big and people will be now yelping like blah blah, this not right, this so wrong. And even at some point the village elders will be called and they'll be like, no, 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 something wrong is going on in this home. And no problem, share, we understand, drive carefully. Okay, that's from No Ego. Yes, and at some point, I don't know if, I really don't know why. Why if, sometimes I ask myself, if there are so many bad things that can be actually happen in certain things, like if people can actually speak bad things into someone's life and they happen, why can't they speak good things to also to happen to people? And do you know that there's a belief that once maybe a mother-in-law enters your house, and this one I've seen it, there's even some tribes up there in Uganda, especially the Bantus. The Bantus, where did the Bantus come from? Bantus are something else. These Bantus, most Bantus, they have weird things, man. Huh? Shares live and travel, drive safe from Kali MTN. Kali MTN says, I was in your live yesterday. Okay. Uh, Kali MTN is actually answering my question saying Congo. These people came from there with a lot of things. Hey, no, 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 no. Yes, I'm Bantu, but hey, me, I'm asking on behalf of. Yes, I'm a Bantu actually. Where did we Bantus come from? Where did we come from, Bantus? Because following up as Bantus, I'm telling you there are a lot of things. You hear someone says, oh, this, and I've realized it's all like even those in going down in South Africa, yeah, Namibia, Malawi, Botswana. Hey, those areas, we have a lot of people that are similar to us here. Like, I always say to my Kenyan friend that I am a Bantu. Oh, okay. Welcome to that group of human beings, the Bantus. They have a lot of things. These people, like, you look traditions, full of traditions, full of culture, blah blah blah, and it's something else. Kaliemtien Misri, not Congo. Okay, yeah. History says that from Misri. Although I know nothing much about them, I just love running that joke by them. Okay. Yeah. No, the Bantus. What's common with the Bantus? What's so common with Bantus? I know one thing with the Bantus, what I've discovered, a lot of traditions, and they know a lot of dark things. Like a lot of dark things. What this should be? It's actually Bantu. At the end you put an AU, Bantu. It's Bantu. Bantu. It's a group. It's a group of people that came from Misri, and it's believed they walked their way through and spread into other parts of Africa. Bantu means people. Yes, Bantu actually means people, but yeah, it is referred to a certain group. But also in it's referred to a group of people, and in this group of Bantus, it's actually a word also that refers to people. Refers to people. If you say maybe people in, for example, like if it is one is Mundu. If there are many Bantu, or yeah, and they a tribe. It's a group. It's a group of several tribes. It's actually a group of several tribes that came from one place, and over time they were moving and settling in different parts of Africa. Different parts of Africa. Yeah, and that's why you can see they are all over. You can see from Congo. Congo has Bantus. Uganda has Bantus. You come to Kenya has Bantus. You go down southern of Africa, even in Tanzania has Bantus. Malawi, there are lots of, yeah. So it's a group of people. That have same origin, but over time they actually been far away from each other, and they now speak different languages. Actually, they speak different languages, but in their speaking, you'll actually realize we have similar. There are similar words, though the pronunciation may be different, but you'll find that If they say something, there's only difference in pronunciation and over time that has come in there. So, but it's the same thing. But the difference coming because of long time separation. But they were once a group. And are you three gentlemen behaving up on this live stream? Ah, la, 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 la. Yeah. East Africa, Central, South, and part of West Africa around Cameroon. Yes, actually, exactly. Sure, don't start. We are good boys today. We are good boys, says no ego. Actually, that's true. We are good boys today. Am I only asking a question that is all? Am I only asking a question? That is all. Uh-huh. Eh, le, 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 le. So over time, we Bantus have actually turned out to have very different. Abantu is a Ndembele, Swaz, Hoz, and Zulu word for people. It is the plural of the word Omuntu, meaning person, and is based on the stem Ntu plus the plural prefix Aba. Very right, Kali. I got you. Yes. Abantu. Sure, it's all love, my darling. Oh, yes. Exactly. Exactly. uh, uh, yes, and it's also assumed. Yes, so thank you so much for the likes, guys. Really appreciate. I appreciate the likes. Jim, is your father still around? Yes, he's still around. He's still around. And I pray that very soon I start covering his story. I'll be going there and we'll be doing videos with him one of these fine days. He's a good man of he's a good man with a lot of stories. Lot of stories. I know he can actually give a lot of stories based on his life experiences and so. But something bad happened to him. It was in 2016, 2017. 2016, 2017. He was actually attacked at home and assaulted. So even right now, he uses one ear because the other ear it's completely blocked because he was hit. He was hit. His skull broke. The skull of his head broke, and it affected the left ear because the time even the cheekbone over here, it was affected, and they had to try fixing that, but it ended up affecting the ear. So he uses one ear at some point. At some point, it becomes so bad that he can't. Yeah, it gets sickly. Yeah, but he's still around. We thank God. He actually spent during that time. He spent 9 days in the ICU, and God helped him. He recovered. He recovered, and he is living his life. Even though through that, I must say things have not been the same again. there have been a lot of things happening around, and in the future, some of them I'll be covering in my videos. And these things has really brought down our family. Him being attacked, it actually changed everything in our home. It changed everything. One, he used to be a leader. I really don't think he's seen the comments. Oh. I really don't think he's seen the comments. Which comment? My God. Really sorry. Oh, what do you say? What did you say happened? Yes, so over time, through that things changed. Things actually changed in our home, and I must admit there have been a lot of fights. You know, he was a well-to-do person. He was a well-to-do person, and not very well, not very rich, but at least that middle class. And from that, things changed. You know, some people like I've come to realize um, relatives sometimes are very bad people. They can actually they want you. Sometimes some relatives want a downfall for you. So that's what has been the story in our home. Some unrest here and there, trying to bring things back on the track, and such kind of things. Who attacked him and why? Why did you say? Okay, yes. He used to be a leader. He used to be a leader of. I know, Kali, you know about this. You know the big forest of. That's the title. Is it called? No, there's section. We have Nzoe and some sections. I know you understand that place. He used to be a leader. He used to be like the chairman, you see? The chairman of the community that was coordinating the community with the government and trying to manage the forest. So at some point, you see, it was a position that he was holding, and at some point, there were, Turbo Forest, the entire Turbo Forest. And I know even you, maybe if you are very keen, you have heard of him. You have heard of him. He's called Musenjeli. If you have ever heard Musenjeli, somebody by the name Musenjeli, that's my father. So, things happened. Through that, some people, he was so, you see, my father is a very honest person. Was a very honest person that any leadership position that he was in, he was trying to make sure that the resources and whatsoever they are governed, and they are protected, and they are put in the right places. So it came a time the community had, the community had its office, and then where at least the government will come check in, and the community will also present their complaints, their wants, and so ever their issues to say to their chairman and the rest of the group. And when you have, it was an organization, and when there's an organization, there has to be money involved. Money is involved, and if the money is involved, it means there are going to be a lot of things. There are some people who are corrupt. They want to take. So my father was this kind of person, very strict, and was like, no, the money belongs to the community and it should be protected. Sometimes they didn't like him because of that. So through that, things happened, and okay, we tried advising him, because when we saw things escalating and trying, maybe they are going to be a problem, because now everybody wanted that position. And if many people want a certain position whereby they have powers to do this, like I want, especially if money is involved. They realized money is involved. So they were around, they had an account, and there was 2 point something million. And here in for the organization or the community. So through that, maybe there are some people that wanted the position, and he was trying to protect the resources of the organization, but there were a lot of fights that ended up maybe uh, making because every time he will be like, okay, I don't want this position, and people are like, you are the right person. So who else do you want us to give this position? You are the right person for this position, and we have seen fruit. So they kept telling him to go on, and sometimes when there is such a thing, something to do with the leadership, they usually there is a division. You'll find there is another group that is uh, uh, on, on the opposition, trying to say no, you are not doing good, with different agendas in between. And it ends up being something else. You'll find there's another group that will be now on the side of leadership. So that's what used to be to happen. And through that, I think his attack just came from there. It was almost finished. Because when they saw this position is not going to them, they opted to finish him. And that's how things ended. That's how it happened. Yeah, the investigation tried, sometimes investigations with the African, there were cases in court, and it's been going over the time. It's been going on, but he has never found justice until today. Yes, sorry to hear myself. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Who attacked? Yes, he was too honest and not corrupt like the others. Yeah, he was too honest. Too honest. He wanted things to be done with honesty. Whatever belonged to people and money and the politics. Yeah, money and politics and leadership. It was kind of something. Because where there's leadership, there will always come in politics and things of that kind. So until today, things are like that. So when he had to leave that position, and these guys actually ended into this. They squandered the money. They all ate the money, and right now even the organization is not very firm. It's not firm. It's just there, 50-50. Were you home when that happened? No, I was not at home. I was actually in this town, and by then I was in school. So things just happened and we were informed like early in the morning. This has happened, blah blah, and it was actually brought in the town that I am. This way, it was being treated in this town that I stay, because that's where we have one of the largest facility, like the hospital that caters for everything, all over the country relies on this facility. So that's where he was brought. I'm sure he recognized the faces. Yeah, no, my mother recognized some of the boys that were actually on the group. My mom did, but my father, in the process of being hit on the head, he actually lost memory. He lost memory because when he began recovering, when he was being asked, "Do you remember anything?" He was like, "I really don't know even what happened." Then he was told the story. This is what happened to you. And so he is there. One of these 5 days, I'll be going to do videos back home, and yeah, I will be kind of interviewing him, and he'll be telling us a lot of stories concerning his life and so on. Yeah, but he's still there, we thank God. But through that, it's been rough. Family has had a lot of things, has gone through a lot of things. And now, even the entire family. You see, I told you, my grandfather was a polygamous man. Both my grandfathers, from the mother's side and from the father's side, they were polygamous. So, and from my father's side, my father seemed to be okay. He came out to be very hardworking and he was doing well. And do you know that that one creates some jealousy among the other family members, like his brothers and sisters from the other mothers? It actually creates envy, jealous. They were like, no, over time they were asking themselves, why is he the only one making and us we are not, kind of things. So by the time he got this problem, they came in fully and kind of they have tried manipulating him. But we have really tried. We have really tried. It's that person that takes advantage of the situation, takes advantage and wants to bring things, manipulate people. So that's what they have been doing. In fact, they were saying they came up with a proposal. They are saying, now that your father is being attacked, and they had a hidden agenda actually. They had a hidden agenda. Because my father, when he was through his activities and working hard, he bought some lands. He bought a lot of land. And you know that nowadays land has really shoot. It has shoot. If you want an acre, it's over $1 million plus, $1 million Kenyan shillings, which is almost how many USDs are those? Over $1 million for you to find an acre, piece of land, 1 acre in our area. Like you need 1 point something Kenyan shillings, 1 point something million Kenyan shillings. Oh. They started coming in with lots different agendas, trying to manipulate him, telling him, convincing him to sell his whole land to go and buy in a different place because he's being attacked here. And yes, yeah, at most right now it's over 2 million, I guess. 2 million, because the last time I had someone sold it was 1.5 around there. But I know and that's during then, like in 2020s, 2020. So probably it's appreciating. Right now it's approaching 2 million. Yes. Okay, your mother was hurt in the incident. Yeah, for her, she was hurt, but it was not so much. There were just some cuts, some minor cuts, minor cuts. Yes. Can a foreigner come to Kenya and purchase land? Yeah, a foreigner can actually come and purchase land because there are a lot of people that will own land. Like the Indians, they own lands here and they're building companies. Yeah, of course, someone can own land. A foreigner can own land in Kenya. It's not like, you see, it's not like Tanzania. Tanzania, I think they are so strict. You can only lease, but buying in Tanzania, even some of the Kenyans have had going to Tanzania, they only lease, they can't buy. Tanzania is so different. But here in Kenya, actually, a foreigner can own land. Yes, legally registered on his or her names, everything. Yes. Mm. Mm-hmm. So he's there. My father said that you only lives, I guess. Huh? only leasing. No, what I know is Tanzania. Tanzania only, that's where it's happening. But I think in Kenya, with the time, someone can own land. Because I have most of these, I really don't know, unless I inquire about that. I'm not very sure about it. I'm not sure about it, but what I know is that someone can own land here. A foreigner can own land. Yeah. There are legal procedures, I think, that can be followed and you own that land. But I'll be confirming that, yeah, and I guess I'll be letting you know. Yes, foreigners can own land in Kenya, but only under a leasehold tenure for a maximum of 99 years, not freehold ownership. Okay, okay, okay. Sawa, sawa. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hope you, now you go. Hope you are answered with that question. I know Kali is a man of. Hey, Kali. Kali has given us the answer. I was not sure about that. Tell me about malaria. Oh, malaria. Malaria actually it's mostly, yeah, here we have something that mosquito, it's caused by female Anopheles mosquito. When it bites you, you are going to have malaria. But mostly during the, like right now during these times, this time of the this time of the year, when we have lots of rain, this is a period whereby you have a lot, you can easily conduct or catch malaria, because there are a lot of mosquitoes, and if you don't sleep into a treated net, you may end up being sick of malaria. I am back. Okay, Shaz Live and Travel. Welcome back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mostly in Africa. That I most visitors that come in Africa from Europe and so on, they are really scared of malaria. They're scared of malaria. Even there was a one lady I saw. She was traveling in Africa, but actually taking malaria and malaria tablets. Yes, she was first taking some malaria tablets. Yeah, but that's the most common sickness you can have here. Yeah, but it's just from a bite of mosquitoes. Female Anopheles mosquito. Beep. Bites you, you end up having malaria. Sure, can I get the hug? Kyle, I heard of maybe one case on the news the other day. Oh, not so many cases of there, but here it's mostly mostly something that can be a threat is malaria. Malaria. And even sometimes back, but over time, things have actually, malaria is the only threat or most disease that can be conducted here. The disease is widespread in the tropical and subtropical regions that exist in a broad band around the equator. This includes much of sub-Saharan Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Okay. I'm sure you have gotten it many times. How does it make you feel? Yeah, most first sign of it, joints, the aching joints. You'll definitely have the aching joints. That's one of them. And at some point, you may you feel cold, and feeling cold, and uh, at some point eating can be, if you eat you might throw up. Yes, throwing up and like so. Yes, those are some of the common signs and symptoms. Common signs and symptoms. But it has its symptoms are almost close to typhoid. Yeah, typhoid too. Typhoid has similar symptoms. So mostly you'll be recommended to take some examinations, some examinations to be done on you so that they determine. I sure don't want to have malaria when I come to Kenya. Hell no. No, Shaz live and travel. Mosquitoes won't bite you. Mosquitoes won't bite you. You'll sleep inside a well-treated net. You'll be safe. You won't catch malaria. Yeah. But no problem, because there are nets. You sleep inside a well-treated net and you're okay. Yeah, body temperatures, pain in the joints, loss of appetite. Yes, and if you happen, yeah, loss of appetite. If you happen to eat, you'll be throwing up. The quinine shot, Jesus, I hated that. Woo! Don't talk about quinine. That thing was so like, how can I explain that? That's one of the medicine you'll visit in the hospital and you're told that you have to be given a quinine jab. Man, it was something else. Headache, fever, shivering, joint pain, vomiting, hemolytic anemia, Judas hemoglobin in the urine, retinal damage, and convulsions. Yes, those are the signs. My skin is too pretty for mosquitoes. Yes, of course, they should. But right now we have a lot of things. Maybe some of the things that you can nowadays, maybe I prefer, maybe if someone takes the applies or the gel that contains mosquito repellent, than taking the anti-malaria tablets. I prefer that. Sounds like having a vein infection, blood infection. Pretty skin share. It was likely they have inserted a stone in your ass. That immediately you throw up. Wow, it was something. That thing was something else. Until today, I hear of it like it's something like my body gets that. My body gets some shocks hearing on the name quinine. Yeah, it's not a good one. Right now, ego. Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah. But good thing, Sha, when you visit, sleeping in the night. The night for us, the locals and they're used sometimes. I think they are resistant. Some of them sleep not in the nets. But if you visit, make sure you're just sleeping in the net and so on. Curly, you were on my live yesterday when I was having breakfast. Yes, he did mention that early. Yes. Shall 11 travel, yes, in the car. My Kenyan friends tell me I shouldn't worry about it. Yeah, it's not something to worry about. It's not something to worry about because sleeping, you'll actually be provided with a mosquito nets. So that's one of the best things. That's one of first preventive measure that is available for you. Then I don't prefer the tablets, taking the anti-tablets and so on. That can easily cause some other things to your body in the future. Oh my, I was told I was eating fast. That's from Shaz Life and Travel. Yeah. I'll have to go and check that one out. And then I will have my say. I'll have to check that one out. I'll have my say. Shaz Life and Travel. I'll be checking that one out to have my say. Just make sure you get your malaria shot immediately you jet in. Yeah, but some of the preventive measures that are there, just sleeping in the net, I think is the most healthy way. Yeah, if you sleep in the treated net, mosquito net, that one is better. You know, some people, if you end up having the the vaccine and so on, the shots, you might be having some, maybe it will affect you in one way or the other. You know, net can get on. Yes, of course, but it has to be a nice one, okay? It has to be a nice one. Mm? Hey, Carly. Yes, it can be torn, but if handled what? If handled badly, it can. Hey, but not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. Mm. But actually, that if you are going to be in the jungle, I'm sure in the jungle maybe that's when you should have the shot actually because it's not going to be easy. In the jungle, mosquitoes bite you even during the day. You can actually be like this. You are there relaxing, mosquitoes biting you. Kali, sometimes you. Kalimchen says it's advisable they get malaria shots to be safe. Repellents can weaken. Nets can get on. Yeah. Okay. Then they should take that one. Because it seems this net thing has and the repellent thing has some limitations that won't be okay. Yeah. That's so nice. But so far, most of the people that you have seen visiting, you can see they have had no problem with malaria. They are good. They're good. Then that it should tell you it's not a major problem. Yeah, it's just one of the problems. It's not a major one. So that's nice. Please take Kali's advice that you get malaria shots just to be safe. So Jim, do you sleep under a net every night? Yes, I sleep under a net every time. Every night. Yes, I sleep under a net. Yeah. That's what happens. But sometimes it's you can actually be seated like right now and you see mosquito flying. So if you're not in a position to see it, maybe it can end up biting you. Yeah, it's not a big issue, but it can be worse. Yeah, especially if someone has never been sick of it, it can be dangerous. Surprisingly, I don't. Mosquitoes in Nairobi are sterilized. Wow. For me, I do, because this place during some place like January, the weather of January, February, March, and also December. You can actually note December, January, February, March. You can actually sleep without a net. You can actually sleep without a net because during then it's dry. It's dry. And you know, in the dry season we don't have lots of mosquitoes, so probably you might not find mosquitoes in the house. You might not find. So you are okay. You are a little bit safe to sleep without mosquito nets. But during this rain season, they are there in large amounts, I tell you. They are flying from left, right, center. They are confused. They even want to bite your nose while you're looking at them like this. They want to bite your nose. Yeah. And mostly when you see them, we end up doing this. You see one maybe crossing around, you'll be like, you hit them and you kill. Surely that's the way now. Try to survive. Yeah. But not all mosquitoes actually. Mostly it's the female Anopheles mosquito that is responsible for the malaria thing. But again, it is not easy to look at the mosquito this, then you are going to identify these are not a female female Anopheles mosquito. Right? For us, we see them, we all consider when any mosquito you see, just consider it's malaria flying or around you. So that's it. There goes one. I actually dealt with it already. Nairobi mosquitoes are bloodsuckers like bedbugs, stupid creatures. Wow. Hey, mosquitoes are not good. They can actually give different. They are very annoying. Annoying. They wait they might very late and you'll hear songs. Very annoying. I don't like that. Yo. The mosquitoes will have fun with my big ass. Shaz Live in Travel says, hey, they like that too. Mosquitoes like that too. You know, big one means they are nice. Even in Swahili there's a saying, mlanguruwe huchagua aliyenona. So from that you can actually get to from that get to know they like that. They say mchagua nguruwe, mla nguruwe huchagua aliyenona. The one who eats a pig chooses the one that is fat. Shares life and travel. So you know, yeah. That one can actually be can be it's very true. They even know they like be good things, you know. Yes, rich man. Hey. Oh. I'm scared to come and visit. No, after the all assurance that you are safe, you'll be good. You still scared? You still scared? Please don't be scared. Don't be scared. Huh? Don't be scared. It will be good. It will be okay. No problem. Yes. Watch what you say to mom now. Watch what you say to mom. Hey. No, I'm being true. I'm being true, you know. You understand? I'm being true. Yeah, I'm being true. They say. Yeah, mosquitoes do like good things. They all like good things, you know. I'm a little scared too, but my friends say I shouldn't worry. Yeah, don't be worried, guys. Don't be worried. Don't be worried. It's a small thing, yes, but yeah. And the good thing is we have a preventive measures in place, so that should give you a go ahead and have confidence. Have confidence in your coming, in your traveling to Africa. Just feel free to visit and don't be worried about mosquitoes. We have beautiful things like lions, giraffes, them elephants. That maybe you may come and see. If that's if you want to go in the safari and whatever, you can actually see them. The hyenas, the wild beasts, and the beautiful villages of this country. Beautiful villages, you know. So, so don't be scared, guys. Don't be scared with the malaria thing. Don't be scared. Actually, you've seen those that I'm quite sure you've seen those that have visited. They have not had the malaria incident maybe having affecting them. No, it was all good. Oh my God. I feel bad when I talk to them and they say that their children are sick with it. I feel it for them. Yeah, most of the time now the problem is if most families actually they know if you at least sleep in the night, it's going to be one way of preventing itself. The thing is, sometimes back government used to give nets. Huh? Now this is a story. The government used to give free nets, and you know when time goes by and there are a lot of things going on, and then now there are no free things. There are no free things. You have to buy. So maybe probably someone thinks for them to have a good net and blah blah. Maybe it's going to cost them $7, and they are like, no, $7 to $10. They are like, nah, no, 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 no. I can just sleep. What are mosquitoes? But they forget, the immune of kids, the immune of kids' immune is not that. Huh? So when they're bitten by these mosquitoes, it ends up being problem. But I'm sure those families, I'm sure they don't sleep in the nets because one, free nets are no longer there. And even, the government used to give these free nets. And the thing is, because they were there now, the government was encouraging go pick nets, make sure you're sleeping in nets. People could go collect the nets. At some point, they ended up using these nets now to make their gardens. You see? They go take more, and maybe if someone sees, maybe it has their tone. Oh, they were going. Then I think that thing stopped. There are no free nets. I no longer hear of free nets now, unless even to the maybe only pregnant mothers. Now, if a pregnant mother goes, he has several children, like 5, he is pregnant for the 5th child, you see, they're not going to give nets. They'll only consider maybe giving one net, even if they still search. They'll only give one net. But it's the longest time I've not seen free nets. I no longer hear of the free nets. Yeah. Ooh, malaria is common in the rural areas. People are used to it, so they don't really panic. Yeah, some. And you see, that's why they don't want to sleep in the nets, especially where someone thinks and gets to imagine. I have to take $7 to $8 to buy a net. Of course, also mine I bought. I bought mine since it was one time, but it is sometimes back. I was sleeping. I was just sleeping. I was never worried about this malaria thing until one time. Yeah, but that was after a very long time. I only got sick of malaria in most time when I was young. Yes, we used to have such cases. You'll have malaria, and you'll be taken to. They used to take us to a dispensary, to a missions somewhere back in our home. And I didn't like that place. So most of the time when you go there, you are given that whatever quinine thing, and it used to be so bad. Something that you can't swallow. The tablets were bitter, very bitter. And there was an injection too. The injection was something else. They don't issue free nets anymore. I don't think if there are nets being issued nowadays. Do herbs help to treat it? Yeah, we have those that actually know the herbs to treat malaria, but as the days go by, we no longer have these people that you see mostly in Africa. They are the elders that know much things. Maybe these herbs, this can treat malaria. And that's what used to be there. in the days growing up before maybe you are rushed to hospital, they will say, this malaria, give some herbs and so. But the problem is that we are getting away from that. People no longer want to use the herbs, and maybe due to one reason or the other. Sometimes if you take herbs, yes, maybe the person knows, the person that's giving you knows, but mostly they assume that it's always assumed that either you are taking an overdose or underdose. So people have over time don't want anything to do with the herbs. Yes, neem tree. Neem tree used to treat several, also stomach issues. In fact, when moving around most homesteads in Africa, you would find a neem tree because it was the best, and it used to treat. I'm told it treats a lot of diseases because from stomach and something malaria and so on. Yeah, it treats that. But nowadays, it's being forgotten. You see, when the other institutions are growing and people are believing more in the institutions that they can actually provide medication, they can actually be there for people are getting away from that, yeah. Because each homestead move around growing up moving around in any homestead, the first medicinal tree you will see, it was a neem tree. You will first spot it because it was common and easy to spot it, because that's when you tell your mother you have a stomach problem, they will be like, climb, take some leaves, boil, drink. And it used to be bitter. And from over time, I've seen a neem tree has a number of products. It's actually it products more like they have done value addition. It has soap. It has some many things to, yeah. That thing is bitter. It's bitter, I tell you. I have some neem tea tree this morning. Oh, yeah, it used to treat a number of sickness. Very bitter. I used to drink it at my grandma's place when I was a kid. Yeah, that's what used to be mostly used. If you say you are sick, they will say, oh, please get some leaves, boil, and you close your eyes. And before, it used to be even the scent during boiling time. When it's boiling, you'll actually feel that and you'll be like, am I going to take that? Even from that scent, you'll definitely start getting well very quickly, because what awaits you, it's bitter, something bitter. And I used to close my eyes. I'll close my eyes, and they will tell you, right now, take a glass, then maybe in the afternoon, try again, take a glass. So you'll be like, oh, you close your eyes and drink. Just, oh, finish. You noticed people are now going back to herbal medicine as remedy for their illness. Yeah, but the thing is, we have very little people that know about medicines right now. Very few, unless very few. And that's why very few. Even the mostly used to hear in the village, most old ladies, because it is something that was kind of education passed to the next generation. So basically, you'll know, maybe your grandma knows some medicine. he will begin to teach you so that you get to know. But over time, yeah, but yes, they are doing that through in the hospital. That's why most clinics you are coming up herbal clinics. Yes, I see. They are doing the most modern way. This medicine is actually I get what you say. uh, Kali, I got you. I got you. I I'm explaining something here now. Yes, that's yeah. They are doing because most of them have actually started up these clinics that are doing herbal. Yeah, and I think people are really good with that. Yes, you are very right, Mr. Kali. A friend gave me some few weeks now, and it was just this morning I had it. Okay, yeah, it's a good one. It's a very, it, it has a lot of benefits. I'll be having more in the morning again. Yeah, that's nice. Good. Not few. Check well. Even on TikTok, you'll see. Yeah, so the thing that I was explaining is Kali, like in the villages, it's not so common. It's going down because those who knew most of these medicines, I think they are no more. And they didn't pass this knowledge to the next people that were there. But in one or the other, I see what you have said above there. Like we in the that's why we have a lot of clinics. You'll find herbal medicine. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Yes, Kali, for you, is there any herbal medicine you know? Is there any herbal medicine you know? Yeah, you know, like the one you can go in the bush and just you say this one treats maybe the one that you are taught. For me, there used to be a certain plant. It's commonly in Africa. You'll find it where we have rocky places like rocky areas, the rocky terrains. Surely it has thorns, but it produces some fruits. It produces some fruits that when ripened they are either black. Surely they are black when ripened. They are fruits, but it has substance. Somehow it produces certain substance that is a like a milk something milk. It's like milk. Hmm? I don't know if you know that plant. My grandma was a herbalist and a midwife. I was always around her in the forest looking for the same. Oh, okay. For me, my father taught me some, but mostly what he taught me used to be animal. Okay, they you are both treating people and animal. I really don't know if I can remember some of them all if I go to the forest. Animal and for animal and some used to be actually be animal. You can they will tell you if you combine this and this and this, you'll treat a certain disease in animal, and also if you do this and this, you'll have it for human. When I check Facebook, I see tons of Jamaicans turned herbalist. Uh-huh. Yeah, because they believe it's the best. It's the best actually. It's the best white people want. They want these other things that are, yeah. You see what I'm saying? That is it. So many of them, the Caribbean is on it to these days too. Yeah. Again, the thing is, um, most are going for that because the other medicine that we've been brought, the artificial one, most believe it's causing problems. You might end up maybe taking for some tablets, you're getting cancer, and people are really avoiding that. Kyle, you need to take it up in hand. Yes. Hey, lele. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I really need, I really do. I go back to the village and look for my uncle. Yes. Just got home, guys. Okay, that's nice to hear. Thank you for driving safely and you at home. Yes. Now I'm sure you're going to have some food. You need to get some food. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey. Thank you, Smiley. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah, but hope you now have confidence of coming and like not scared of malaria thing. Yes, but I will lie down first and relax, then I'll go and eat after. Okay, that will be good. Some food for you. Noigo says, listen, here's how it goes. Here, if I get the herbs here and tell them it heals and it's from Africa, it will be sold off. Oh, uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, no, that's why I agree with what Kali said, that most people are switching to herbal medicines. And that's why I even know some of, okay, there was a little bit there's something that you didn't get in the in the in my statement earlier, where I was saying, like in the African, like right now in the villages, there are less, like there are not, we don't have a lot of people that know about this, very few. And the thing is, because those that knew have not passed to these guys, the guys that are young, so that they, or maybe they know and they just not making use of it. No ego, 100%. Yeah, I've seen some people that have been actually getting this and manufacturing for export this herbal medicine. Yeah, and that now explains why they are exporting, because it's needed. Maybe it's really believed, especially if you say it's from Africa, they know this is a good one. No ego. Africa should have some good heart. Yeah, very true, very true. Yes, organic. Yeah. Maybe they do, but they are not like marketing just for the villagers and friends. Okay. Yes, that's it. You know, I know even Marwa knows a lot of medicine. Every leaf he points, he will tell you this treats this. I know he knows a lot of herbs. And you know, growing up when you had maybe stomach issues, you'll immediately go uproot the. I don't know if you guys know the Sodom apple. You just uproot, take some roots, wash them, and chew. That one will quickly work for you. For the stomach, maybe you have stomach upset, you'll quickly do that. The Sodom apple. The Sodom apple, you just go, uproot, wash the roots, then you begin to chew, and you'll be sorted. Most of the time, because if when I used to do that when I was in school, because sometimes if you complain that you are sick or you have some stomach problem, it was going to be so it was going to be so difficult for someone to believe you, because one, you have stomach issue, but when it comes to lunch, boys are boys. You'll immediately take your plate and just head to the queue. Huh? And someone will be like, "Are you serious? Are you sick? You just said you are sick of stomach. Those that have stomach problems don't eat." So to avoid such, if you feel you have any problem with stomach, I'll just go uproot the Sodom apple. Used to work for me. Uproot them several, wash them, and just begin to chew. You begin to chew, and then the juice that's coming out, you swallow it. Within an hour, you'll begin to see a big difference. You begin to see a big difference. Yes, Marwa. Yes, Marwa, sure do. Marwa is. There was something. There was a time I heard him talking about boiling the fresh leaves of a guava and then like taking them. It helps in the. That's like my grandma used to treat villagers and family and occasional referrals. Okay, the same thing. We also within here. Within here, we have such kind of a person that people, when maybe sometimes, Africa is is full of things. Sometimes when they have taken their kids to the hospital, they have taken the kid to the hospital, is not getting well. They say, no, 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 that is not a disease to be treated in the hospital. Please take her to to a certain lady somewhere. Yeah, we still have that. We still have that. They tell you, take to that lady. She will actually work on that. It will be good. So what you're saying, Kali MTN, really, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. We have such kind of a thing here. Sometimes I used to hear, you see, when you're just, when you are from the village, you got to know that sometimes when you're taking your kid to the hospital and they are not getting well, there's something else. There's something else. It's not just yeah. So you rush there. Hey, I got sick 2 weeks ago, and all took was ginger. I make it strong, then allow it to cool, and drink it down. I don't take tablets for a common cold. Okay, yeah, because we are nowadays people are really wanting organic because the other stuffs are getting messy. People are scared of a lot of things from cancer and stock from. Yeah. Yes, ginger is good. Yeah. Even sometimes ginger, if if you have the cough and usually yeah the throat you feel some. Huh? If you just take it and wash, take a little piece chew, you'll actually feel it. You'll feel it working down, and uh, after an hour doing that, in the entire day, you'll find out that you are very okay. You are good. I cook with ginger. I do everything with ginger. Wow, that's very nice. So yeah, doing that even though it clears you from very many things. Clears you from very many things that maybe you are developing and you don't know, and because you are using it, just clears, and you're okay. Yes, the guava wax. I'm not talking about that normal sickness, not really. Ah, Mr. Kali, I understood you. Yes, but do you know that those ladies actually deal with a lot of things. Yeah, we have Mr. Kali. I just touched on that. It was just a by the way because they actually play that role. This guy, those ladies, you'll find out they treat even that. They treat that, and they know some medicines of some maybe chronic illness that you'll be going through. Yeah, but I remembered and I had to touch on that, Mr. Kali. Yeah, I remembered and had to touch on that, but I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, normal sickness and so on, bro. Hey, it's good to have you, bro. Hmm? Uh, oh, but hey, I don't know if you ever visited that, and yeah, I think hey, it was magic. Huh? But I'm just talking about sickness where you are going to be given herbal medicine. Yeah, but somehow if you you talked about referrals, and I was like, there's something of that kind I've had, whereby maybe you have been taking the kid, blah blah. Every time they are sickly, they tell you, oh no, then try this. And there are also some that have been too much. They're still not working, and they tell you go to somebody. Yeah. Went to a woman's house. One of her children were home, so I asked why aren't they in school. Then she said their stomach was running. So I asked what did she give as medicine. Oh, Okay. She said the flower from the guava. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I had that one was for the first time. I heard it from Marwa saying young the tip leafy part that is still young, you plug them several, put them on through a boil, have a drink. It's medicine. And I was like, wow. So if the leaves can treat the guava flowers, it means it's a lot of medicine with the guava. You know, Kylie MTN says mine didn't. That thing was like performing magic. Yes, that. Eh, but Kali, if it was magic, okay, if it was magic, at some point, do you realize that those that went there and they were sickly, they were getting well. Eh? They were getting well, and I was so. Some things are very difficult to understand at some point. But it means there was something. It means there was something because after there, those kids that were taken there and that was performed, they were getting well, right? They were getting well. So maybe there was something. There was something deep that we may not understand. Uh, yeah. Yeah, you never know. She said it works every time. Okay. Yeah. Those are guava flowers. Yeah, but then I guess if because sometimes you see flowering, it depends on seasons. Maybe that one, if it's not there, then you can go for the leaves. Curly says no ego in J or USA. In Jamaica or USA. You see all the way in Africa, you guys have the same remedy. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, but we have others that are deep, 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 deep. Some few people know. You know, the person who removes those things can also give them back. Yeah. Yeah, can give them back, but at some point, there are people that used to come from far, 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 far places that from not the same region, and still they would say they have found solutions. It has worked for them. Could they? Yeah, probably. If you know, it is true. It is true. You are very right, Kali. Because if you know how something uh, uh, it can be taken away, then probably you know some, yeah, in between there you know how it is put. Yeah, so you're right. No, Ego says, Kali, I'm in the US, but I don't stay far from my roots. I'm eyeing Africa too, Kaka. That is fantastic, guys. Fantastic. That is fantastic. And especially Kenya. Kenya ni home. Yeah. Oh my God. Very interesting. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, So guys, at least it's been 2 hours, guys. I might be ending here. We'll be seeing you on the next one. Yeah. And how did they, sometimes I asked, they used to say, Kali, they used to say those things that are just done with the eyes. Someone looks at you like this, then that's why I'm telling you, we Bantus, Bantus know a lot of things, but both dark things and good things at the same time. There are a lot of things. Sometimes you look at that and imagine, how would that just happen? How? Kenyan in home. Yes, Kenyan in home. I said it to a friend today and she laughed and said something else. Why did they laugh? If you say Kenya ni home, basically means Kenya is home. It just means home. Why was she laughing? Oh, maybe she was amazed to see that you know that, or you can actually say that. That could be. That's why I'm telling you it's witchcraft. So even the remover is a witch. But yeah, very true. And this could be for you to know, for you to know how something can be ended. Probably you should be knowing how it should be put. Basically, the whole system, how it works, to that extent of being removed, then probably there is a way. I never understand that thing. She was a Kenyan. Probably she was really amazed she was probably amazed to hear you saying that, and she was like, wow. Yes. She added something else, Jim. Oh, what did she add? May I know what she added? Ay. No ego. Kenyans are more patriotic while abroad. So if she is Kenya, then she's just right. Yeah. I can't remember what she said, but I'll repeat it tomorrow with her. Okay. Wow. Hey. Hey. Kali Otieno, ewe. Hey, say Ruto must go. Maybe that's what she said. Hey. Alright. Why? No ego says Jim, 95% of the people I talk to are Kenyan. Oh. Uh-huh. That explains why you know a lot of Swahili words. It really explains. Because knowing that Swahili, you must be actually uh, communicating or talking to some Swahili speakers in Africa, in East Africa. Or maybe she said Kasongo must go or one time. Yeah, mostly nowadays, if you might say something, Kenyans are very quick to add something of this kind. Did you say Kali Atieno? Oh, my first my first Kenyan was Maureen Atieno. Oh, yes, those are from from the Lake region. Very beautiful women. Very beautiful, beautiful ladies. Usually they are heavily loaded. One of the communities that is loaded. Yeah, with big behinds. They can actually compete with our mom here. She has live and travel. Yeah. Yeah. She's in Malindi. Wow. Steering apparatus. The whole. Yeah, probably. No. Hey, in Coast region, yes, that's in Coast region actually, where people are they're very friendly. Most Coast, they are more friendly and very soft. I'll say very soft and friendly to people. If you visit them, they will take you. They treat you with softness. Ah, to make sure you are not. Long ago, they used to say. There was a saying in. There was a saying, specifically they were saying in Swahili, Mombasa kuingia ni raha, kutoka ni matanga. Meaning, getting in Mombasa it's very easy, but you leaving, it was another thing until death gets you. Because of the treatment. The treatment you'll receive, it will make you feel more at home. It will make you feel you are somewhere in a paradise and you will not want to leave. And you will get lost there. And probably your and probably you'll only get out of the place when death knocks at your door. I really don't know if you are still, but I know as the things are changing, the world with money and all these sort of things, most of the things are changing. People are beginning to behave differently from what we knew, and from what they are. They're beginning to change. The world is becoming something else. Mombasa life is slow. The women are gorgeous. Tell me if you are a Luo or a Luya. Will you go back home? Not really, not really. And that's why there was that saying, Mombasa kuingia ni raha, kutoka ni matanga. Getting to Mombasa, it's pleasant. It's easy. But going out, no, not easy. Not easy until death knocks at your door. And most men from Bara, like these other regions that visit the place, they found it very difficult to um, to come out because uh, yeah, they found it difficult to come out because of the treatment. Treatment was so good that someone visits them, they are even defeated to make decisions. They are defeated to make decisions whether to go back home or to to stay. And most of the times they were making decisions to stay, and they will get lost. They will get lost completely. And when they come from there, they only they will be saying and remembering good things that happened to them. Yeah, not gorgeous, generous. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Marco Show. Yeah. Wow. You never collected that. Yeah, so guys, maybe we'll be ending in 4 minutes. Let's end, then we'll be meeting on the next live stream. Just in 4 minutes, I'll be ending, guys. Then let's meet on the next live stream. I know Kali. Tomorrow he needs to be in the streets of Nairobi. And the streets of Nairobi are Kesho, bro. I have clients to work on in the morning. Okay, right. I'm actually almost ending, bro. No problem. Yes, I'm actually ending. I know the streets of Nairobi are wait for you tomorrow. The chaos in the city. Chaos in the city. Mm-hmm. The busy Nairobi. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, 2 minutes to go, guys. Kaka, no ego. We'll be meeting on the next one, bro. Please, I sell laptops and PCs if you'd care to know. Okay. Yeah, that means maybe I'll be consulting you, bro. Whenever I want to get my laptop, I will be in touch, bro. Yes, that's nice. And then, how is the business anyway? How is the business? Doing good? How is the business so far? Is it doing well? Sawa kaka, see you kesho. Thank you so much. Yeah, not at all. Oh, ni pole pole. Okay, that's okay. Ni kujaribu tu. Keep pushing, bro. Yeah, money is not circulating for sure. It's in a very people are really struggling whenever they think about Kasongo's economy or whatever, and they are left wondering. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay, guys. Really appreciate for you being here, for the time that you've been here. I really appreciate it. I'll be ending it right now, and I'll be catching you on the next. People have hidden monies in private accounts instead of letting it circulate. Yeah, so unfortunate. So unfortunate. This is one of the, I tell you, I had, this is one of the regime that I've actually struggled. The other regime was very fair. We were crying. At some point, maybe you are saving a little bit, but this one, this one is not so good. Saving at some point, it's becoming so difficult. It's always fun talking to you. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Let me say bye-bye to you. Hope the queen is still in the house, or she's most probably, maybe she's been taken over by sleep. But guys, thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.